Hi everybody, welcome to Describe Gaming, where I'm playing some Marvel Champions, and I'm really excited because I got my expansion, the new one, uh, Sinister Motives, and looks really good. We're gonna play some Miles Morales. We're gonna go against Green Goblin, and that's gonna be with the Sinister Assault. So it's basically all the famous villains, and they're all triple boosted and they're all villainous. So it's you can't really ignore them. You have to deal with them. And it's going to be in Mutagen Green Goblin. We're gonna give that a shot. Kids are in bed, so I should be able to get through this game without any issues. So let's jump to the table and get this started, shall we? So yeah, Miles Morales, very cool hero that they introduced. Very Spider-Man feeling. This is his obligation, keeping secrets. Pretty standard. Uh, I wouldn't say it's the worst obligation in the game, but your Genki Lee is probably your best support card. So you definitely don't want to lose Genki Lee. Jefferson, I'm not a huge fan of Jefferson, but I mean he's better than nothing. Uh, so we're gonna do. We flip the main. We do the setup. Put a Goblin Thrall into play. Engage each player, so that's in play. And then we have Goblin Expert 2, or Goblin, yeah, level 2. Deal 2 cards, encounter cards to each player. So we'll just quickly shuffle this. Playing Aggression Miles. And it took me a few attempts to get the feel of Miles. You do want to be tactical with your resources with Miles because a lot of his event cards all trigger with certain um, resource specific resources. So, all right, so we're gonna go 1, 2. Obligation goes into the counter deck. All right, so the way I'm set up here is I like to track the health. Uh, basically, whoops. I like to track the health just through a dial digitally. So that's on the right here. Uh, Attachments are going to go on the left in upgrades, and then minions and encounter cards on the right up here, allies and other stuff, and then supports and economy cards at the bottom. Uh, my deck, counter deck, let's go. So, let's just shuffle my deck real quick. Yeah, I tried to play this scenario a few times. One, I completed it, but then I did it a couple rule. I cheated basically. I didn't follow the card wording. So one video I just deleted, and then the other one, my 2-year-old, was just too much for me to complete the stream. So kids are in bed. Should do better this time. All right, draw up. We got Martial Prowess, Double Life, Power Within, Enhanced Reflex, Helicarrier, and a double physical. So I like to build. Definitely want to keep the Helicarrier. I like to keep Martial Prowess. Um, I could do my enhanced physique also. Hmm. Or I could try to mulligan. I think I'll do that. Um, all right, we're gonna mulligan 2 cards and draw. Oh, nice bug. Okay. Yeah, bugs. Good to get out. Oh, what is there? There's a piece of token underneath my playmat. Okay, I'm gonna do pay a resource with Arachnobatics, double strength to put Hellcarrier out, and then use Hellcarrier and Enhanced Physique to play Bug. I'm gonna keep Martial Prowess. Gonna flip and attack first with Bug, and then Miles to kill Goblin Thrall. Bug heals. Oh my gosh, there's more. My 2-year-old was stashing tokens everywhere, so. Yeah, so that's it. Just going to get more space here. What's weird is like my cards from the expansion box, they all seem kind of like skewed a bit. Like, I don't know if that's normal, or I just got like kind of unlucky with like they kind of they're not nice and flat, and I don't know why. All right, draw up to 5. Our double genius, a plan of attack, a web shooter, and a toe-to-toe. All right, main goes to 3. So this is the dangerous part for Green Goblin. I'll take it unoffended, 3 damage, and he puts 1 on the main. I go down. All right, first counter card. Goblin Nation. That has 2 on it. So we get an overrun. All right, it's not bad. And a Scorpion with tough. Okay, that's okay. We're gonna do plan of attack. We look at the top 4 of our cards. Genki Lee, swinging, energy, and a web shot. Whew, lucky, because it's only attacks. Okay. Yeah, web shot's good. I can take care of. Oh, I need a power. Actually. Do I have? Oh, I have a web shooter. Okay. Gonna go play toe-to-toe for a resource for a web shooter. I'm going to do Martial Prowess. And Bug will get the tough off. Take a damage. Gonna do web shooter power and then Hellcarrier, I guess. So we do 6 damage to Scorpion. I'm going to thwart. That's gonna go 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm gonna thwart Goblin Nation off. And hopefully he doesn't get an advance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, defense mechanism is nice. Alright. Alright, goes up by 3. Goes. Wait. 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. I have to leave Goblin Nation up. Okay, mistake there. So then I'm gonna go 2 on the main then. So is that 4 goes down to just 2. Okay. So goes up by 3. All right, I'm gonna block with bug, and under fire. At least under fire is gone, and he gets a goblin thrall. Okay. Yes, we're going to Hellcarrier to play our camouflage, and guess I'll do toe to toe, take a damage, kill the goblin thrall. Oh no, I take 2 damage. Actually, because Goblin Nation. I'm gonna 4, 5. I'm gonna get overrun out. I discard. Let me just show you. In player order, each player must discard 2 cards from the counter deck and put each goblin minion they discarded. So, pumpkin bombs, and I see you. So I lucked out there. I'm gonna use my defense mechanism. After your hero uses a basic power, we thwarted. Discard defense mechanism. Resolve Spider-Man's spider camouflage ability. Give Spider-Man a tough status card. Confuse an enemy. So definitely gonna confuse Goblin and give myself a tough. I'm also going to do Energy Spear and a web shot to do a web shot. Or, yeah. To Green Goblin, so I do 6. Down to 12, and he's stunned. So stun and confuse on him. Alright. Plan B. Arachnobatic, Skinkily, Ghost Spider, and an Audacity. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Stun comes off. And Goblin Reinforcements. Well, that's pretty easy to deal with. Because there's no minions out. Okay, we're gonna go Hellcarrier, Audacity to play Gankily. We do 1 damage to Green Goblin. I'm gonna thwart for 2 on Goblin Reinforcements, and then gonna flip to hero or to alter. I'm gonna put in I think we're gonna put in a defense mechanism. Use Genki Lee, we draw a card. I'm going to do 3 for Ghost Spider and Thor for 1 with Ghost Spider. Alright, so this is where you want to be. Get the card advantage. Web Shooter, Drop Kick, Double Life, Swing In. Angela, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 power. Yep, I'm quite happy about that. Okay, goes 3, 4, 5, 6. Confuse comes off, and we get a monster. You are stunned. Oof. I'm going to use Genki Lee. We draw a double energy. We're going to use Angela. Search 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, Goblin Knight. 4, Shadows Pass. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I'm not even showing you guys the cards. Okay, so here's the 10 cards. I guess we'll do a Goblin Thrall. That seems to be like the play. So Goblin Thrall will do. And then we shuffle back these cards. Yeah, I think Angela's really good. I mean, yes, you're getting a minion in, but then you kill the minion, have a ally that can do some more damage, and you can block with her, so... I have double life. Let's heal, go to 8. I'm gonna... Problem is... I gotta pay... Yeah, I could play double life after maybe. Oh no, I'm stunned though. Unless I want to throw away my web shooter. No, I really don't want to do that. Alright, we're going to throw our web shooter away to play double life. So we're going to change forms. I'm ready. I'm going to exhaust, get rid of my stun. And then I'm going to go Martial Prowess. Wait. They're going to kill off the Goblin. And then I'm going to go Martial Prowess, Power in all of us, and Drop Kick to do 4 to Goblin and draw a card and get stunned. And then I'm going to go Hell Carrier plus Power Aggression to play Swing In. I'm already tough though. We'll move 4 off here and confuse the villain. We'll hold this double and we'll ready up. Toe to toe, defense mechanism, Jefferson, and a drop kick. Okay. Goes 3. stun comes off. This guy hits me for 4, but Tough eats it. And we get an assault. I'm going to block with Ghost Spider. And Goblin Knight goes back into, so that would have been 3, 4, 5 damage. So Ghost Spider is going to be discarded. We proc her ability. So if you look here, she has a cool interrupt. When Ghost Spider leaves play, search your deck for an identity specific event and add it to your hand. So your deck. So it's, this is our deck here. It's a swing in. That's the only thing we can put in. So shuffle it. All right. What are we going to do? We got a swing in, got a toe to toe. Got a camouflage and a drop kick. Well, I think we're gonna drop kick Green Goblin. So 1, 2, I guess Web Shooter 3. Wait. Yeah. All right. So we're doing a drop kick. 4 damage to Green Goblin. And he's stunned. Yeah, so if you like stunning and confusing, Spider-Man Miles Morales is your hero. Is it better than Spider-Woman? Maybe not, but it's up there. We draw a card. Get Wasp. Right. So Wasp can come in with a double energy. She gets 2 tokens on her, or 2. I'm gonna go 2 on the monster. I could throw it with Wasp. So I'm gonna Thor for 2 on Goblin Nation, get that out. Trying to look at my cards, what we should do here. I think I will just flip, do Genki Lee, draw a card, it's a drop kick, spend a drop kick, and toe to toe for Jefferson, use Jefferson, take 1 off here. And I'm just gonna play our response. Oh, I need to proc that right away when I flip. Okay, I'm gonna put in, yeah, we're putting that in. I'm gonna put in my other power withins. All right, so I'm gonna put that power within. And Wasp, I think I'll just go 3 on the monster. So it's at 5. All right. One, two, three. And I got a lot of glare in this spot here. I need to fix that. Get another encounter card. Trying to set up for that big turn. I think I should put Peter Parker though. Although he's hard to, at all those different resource costs, he's sort of hard to get out sometimes. So web shot, drop kick, and bug. All right, goes to 3. Confuse comes off. Minion schemes, 1 more. And then counter phase 2. Keeping secrets will exhaust, that's out of the game. And Shadows of Past comes in. So we're getting Prowler with a tough status card. And then this thing's gonna have additional acceleration on it. These get shuffled in. Yeah, I'm trying to OTK him, trying to time that up. We're going to do Genki Lee. We draw Arachnobatics. Jefferson to remove 1 off the lowest. They're tied. So we'll go off this. I do have a Spider Girl. All right, we're gonna flip. Let's play Spider Girl. So use a bug. Actually, we're gonna use a drop kick and a hell carrier to do Spider Girl. We'll stun and confuse the Prowler. And I'll just go. Oh. That's going up by 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's not good. All right, Angela hits the monster, kills it. Gonna come in with bug, I guess. 1. 2 with bug. I'm gonna use a web shooter to put out my power within. Hold on to Arachnobatics And I throw for 2 on that. I think we're okay. So it's going up by 3. Okay, we get our 5 cards. 1, 2, 3. One more. Energy Spear. Okay, this I think can work. Alright, it goes up by 3. Stuns come off on minion and villain. Counter phase is a goblin soldier. Alright, so he's at 3 health. Goblin. I could do... I think I have enough. I could do 8 plus 5 plus Venom Blast. Yeah, I have enough damage to kill him. Okay, so Wasp is gonna go in and flip Green Goblin, doing 3 damage. So Wasp goes into the discard. We get Goblin, that's at 20 HP. So deal 3 encounter cards to each player. After Green Goblin attacks and damage you, place 2 threat on the main. So, but that's not going to happen. So 1, 2, 3. All right. We're going to do a normal attack. We're going to proc Power Within. So we're going to resolve Venom Blast, which is 2 damage and stun, and Spider Camouflage. So we get Tough, Stun, and Confuse. And we do 2 damage to him. 18. Then I'm going to do... I'm going to do Hellcarrier for Arachnobatics. That's 8 damage. Goes to 10. And then we're going to go an Energy and a Martial Prowess for Web Shot, which is 4 plus Venom Blast is plus 2 is 6. So he's down to 4. And then we're just going to do our toe-to-toe with a double energy. Take stun off. And we do 5 damage, killing him. All right, so we did it. Things went smoothly this time. So what can I say? How everything went down. I like the aggression deck. Spider-Man. It definitely can dish out some damage, but you got to get the Hellcarrier or Martial Prowess down. Very important. And preferably your web shooters. But yeah, you can do like toe-to-toe, webbed up, Arachnobatics. So you can do maybe 3 or 4 events. Especially if you start your turn in Altar, you get that 6 hand. Plus you draw another card with Genki Lee, that's 7. And then, yeah, so that's like money right there. But, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like it seems like you want to set up with power and in and defensive mechanism as your OTK finisher, and you proc that with doing a basic or whatever, and then if you have double life, you try to go planet attack to grab your arachnobatics. I mean, 1 cost for 8 damage. That's definitely literally the best resource ratio for damage in the game. I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else that comes close to that. 1 cost for 8 damage. I'm pretty sure that is the best cost ratio for damage in the game. Actually, I might be wrong. The protection event, the new protection event, I forget what it's called. It's a 0 cost that you reveal a treachery card and you deal 5 damage. That's 0 for 5. So yeah, that's just a little bit better, but of course you're revealing a treachery card, so that is kind of bad. But yeah, I stand corrected. There is a better damage ratio card in the game. Speaking of, I have a really good idea to. I have a good idea. Make a Miss Marvel deck. There I am. Make a Miss Marvel deck with. Let me figure out what that green card's called, because it's off the top of my head, but I'm not. I'm drawing a blank. Return the Favor. So this one's going to be coming, or this one is out. It's with the expansion. So Return the Favor. I'm thinking Miss Marvel. She can bounce it back by exhausting because it's an attack event. You put Venom out, Venom the minion, for basic, that when you reveal an encounter card, you deal the damage boost on that encounter card. Now, it gets better. You have Black Widow ally from green, can cycle an encounter card, which still procs the Venom damage, 1 damage to Venom, and then do damage to the villain based on the boost amount. So you could, like, say you even got Under Fire. Oh, damn. Okay, do 3 damage to the villain, cycle it with Black Widow, get another counter card. It could be a much weaker one. Then you're doing another damage with Venom. So that seems really fun, and I do not think anybody has officially come out with that type of deck yet. So I would like to beat Steve from Beat the Game before he figures that one out. So I better jump on it because he's the type that comes up with stuff like that. Anyways, so my initial impressions on Miles Morales. I think he's really fun. I think, though, when the Ironheart and Nova drop, the fluid motion. So if you guys don't want to hear the spoiler card for it, then just stop listening to me right now. But fluid motion is an upgrade, I believe. It's, yeah, I know I have to do it quick. But yeah, Steve from Beat the Game, he likes to do those really crazy combo decks. And I could definitely see him thinking about that one. Okay, yeah, so Fluid Motion, you put this in Miles Morales, because this particular aggression deck, we're doing tons of attack events, so, and they're cheap too. My attack events are fairly inexpensive. So you do 3 Fluid Motions with combat training. You play just an attack event. You go to 6 with combat training. Then you got double life to, wait, can you? Yeah, you could double life and attack again. So that could be like 12 damage if you get a double life. Better if you play the Spider-Man Peter Parker basic, then you could turn that 12 damage now into another 6 more damage. So just on basics, you're doing 18 damage. If you have that combination, you have the Spider-Man, Peter Parker. You could even do more than that if you play. What do you call that card? Uh, it came out with Thor. It's an upgrade. Battle Fury. If you have a Battle Fury out, if you kill a minion, which usually with Spider-Man you can do easy, you can ready him. But I don't know if that synergizes. Spider-Man Miles Morales is not one of those overkill type heroes. Like I might be wrong, but I feel like no, that's more like Rocket, Valkyrie, Thor, Hulk. Um, I feel like Spider-Man is more like tactical, and like this game, if you watch me play, I was just kind of being tactical with the stunts and confuses, and then flipping and then building up, and then once I got my cards, I just went for the OTK on them. Yeah, so I think the fluid motion is gonna make his aggression deck, I would say, way better. Like I think like, and I think fluid motion. What other hero I think does well with fluid motion? I think Wasp aggression, which I have not seen anybody do, but because Wasp is doing those pinpoint strikes, like she's flipping back, getting pinpoint strikes. So like, you do a pinpoint strike overkill, you proc your fluid motions. You got a combat training on Wasp with, and then you can go big if you're surrounded by tons of minions. You can go big and then use all that big attack to spread it out, which I think would be pretty good on Wasp. You could even go even crazier. You could go follow throughs. So the ultimate upgrade uh, build for Wasp, fluid motions, follow throughs. So every time you're doing a pinpoint strike, you're doing tons of damage. And then if you flipped a giant and you're fitting like a bunch of like 1-1 health stuff, your overkill with if you have one, what do you call it? The two upgrade for aggression that does overkill when you exhaust it. I'm drawing a blank here. Hand cannon? I think it's hand cannon. Right. So you go in giant, your attack then becomes overkill, and then if you proc fluid like motion with follow throughs, and you kill like 3 or 4 things, you're getting that additional 3 damage on overkill. And yeah, I mean, Wasp. Yeah, I think Wasp is also a really good candidate for flow like motion or fluid motion. You know what's funny too? Not a lot of people. Uh, I feel like a lot of people like because I pay attention to the hero tier list, and I'm always interested to see how people in the community view heroes and that. But I always feel like Wasp gets pretty low. Like not Hulk low, but like I feel like there's certain heroes in the game I feel like that are just getting better and better as more cards are getting pushed out because their toolkit and their abilities on their altar or hero side makes them better as these better cards that get released. And I think Wasp is one of those heroes that just is again way more stronger, but I don't think people are realizing it yet because I don't see Wasp get played that much. I think she's like kind of like a underlooked character in the roster. Ant-Man's fun too. Yeah, I liked how they made Ant-Man with his army of ants and everything. Very thematic. Yeah, but let me wrap this up about Miles Morales. So I've only really played him in aggression. Uh, I know there you can do a shield deck of his, and I think he comes pre-conned like that, pre-conned. But I'm not too interested. Like, I like for me, I look at what he does. Right, he's stunning and confusing. He has a quasi flip back mechanic. Um, so to me, I want to go into an aspect that really uses those mechanics, and I felt like aggression with plan of attack. Um, what other? Oh, toe to toe to take those stuns off. So I felt like that had the inherent synergy that I was looking for. Whereas Justice, um, I, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, okay. You could probably do like the confuse, similar to the Venom confuse lock thing, where you confuse and then you fire off your sonic rifles, and um, the event that does 3 damage gets the villain to scheme. Okay, so you could do somewhat the same thing with Justice, but I like plan of attack, because plan of attack, when you flip back, you can shuffle in an acrobatics and then use plan of attack. See if you can pull that 8 damage card if you've got the villain sort of stunned and confused. So I think that's what attracted me a little bit more to aggression than justice. And then you got protection, uh, which is kind of weird because, well, I know Beat the Game has uh, the Spider UK retaliate thing, and yeah, that deck definitely does work. But I feel like that's more using. It's not really using Spider-Man Miles Morales per se. It's more using the ally, and green protection cards that do what you're trying to do. Besides from the traded uh, Web Warrior thing, I feel like his toolkit's not really being used in that sort of regard. So yeah, that deck doesn't really interest me that much, because I'm not saying it's not a good deck. It is a good deck, but uh, I tend to gravitate to decks that really synergizes with what the hero's trying to do, like with their abilities and everything. And then you got leadership, which I think, yeah, I saw his leadership deck with Peter Parker, which I think is a lot better in multiplayer when you make Spider-Man Miles Morales an Avenger, and the ready for actions, or the one that does heal and ready. Yeah, that is really good. In solo play, I think it's a little, for me it's a little clunky. It's like if one of your pieces of the puzzle goes, you're kind of screwed. But no, it looks like a cool deck. But I think for me right now, I would say I'm interested in aggression and justice with Miles Morales. Uh, but when the Nova and Ironheart come out, definitely aggression. I think that's gonna open him up to be like a killer, like a OT killer. Because, like I said, we did the math there. If you had Peter Parker Spider Man basic out and a double life, and you proc the fluid motions, you're doing 18 damage just with basic attack. And that's not excluding your events that you're playing. So that seems like off the hook, man. The other question is, if you play on standard 2, how does Miles Morales, how does he fare? I think it's pretty much like Doctor Strange. I think they go down in power level. They become more mortal, like the rest of the heroes, basically. But I don't know. I'm not a huge. I feel like some heroes really rely on the stun locking or confusing ability, and to play on that difficulty level where every villain just has steady, it really hurts those heroes that need time to, like Spider Woman wants to kind of build up a little bit, so that's where her pheromones can kind of help her out, give her some breathing room. But then you play on standard 2, you play a pheromone and it doesn't do anything. So yeah, I wish they didn't go steady on standard 2. I wish that was only for expert 2. Because I think less is more. and they were, people that really want to push the boundaries go expert 2, get steady on everything fine. Or I don't think they should do steady on minions. I think that was another weird choice that they decided to do. But yeah, I mean, I look at it like this: as the card pool grows, I think we most of us that want to challenge and want to push the boundaries, I think we're gonna just default into standard 2. I think standard 1 will maybe go away, but the only thing I'm not wanting to go into standard 2 is the steady. I don't like the steady on every villain. I think it just makes me not want to play like Doctor Strange or Spider Woman, or not that I play Doctor Strange, but a hero that has that sort of toolkit to do that kind of stuff. So, anyways, I'm gonna sign off. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, and I'll probably be brainstorming that Miss Marvel Protection Venom Minion deck, which I hope to be the first one to come out with that, so nobody gets the glory